Hey everybody, Jerry, Execute Fitness on the Second Chance Show. Today we have Gabriela. Gabriela, she had amazing results with our programs in the span of only 6 weeks. So Gabriela, more than sharing with everybody your results, so we said, like we just saw the picture and everything. I want you to share your life journey that you learn into this place, into this program, because I saw a very interesting video that you made about, how you were dealing also with smoking before and also your progression, the mindset and everything. So why don't you share with everybody how and what did you learn in here?
For me, when I started this journey was really about losing weight, and I wanted just to lose the kilos, and I was very frustrated about it. And I could say that I was controlled by what I will see as a weight on the scale. And I was going into almost like circles because in my mind I was thinking, okay, I'm not eating a lot. I was eating less than 1,500 calories. I was eating about 700 calories, if you remember when we started.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And it wasn't because I was starving myself or I was on a diet. I was just not that hungry, but I also wasn't sure what to eat. So, but I think my body was starving of nutrients. So even though I was like under the 1,200 calories, I was thinking, okay, so I'm not eating a lot, I'm exercising, but I'm not losing weight. I'm putting on weight nonstop. And during this period, what I realized that it is not about what you see on the scale, but the way you look at your body, the way you respect your body, and to also realize that you didn't put this weight in like a week or 5 weeks or 6 weeks. You put it over years of unhealthy habits. Actually, since we are small, we're putting on this weight. We start with these unhealthy habits since we are children. The only difference it is our metabolism is different. So we don't change our habits, but our body changes. So
You're right. You're right. Exactly. Yeah.
So I realized that I'm not going to see this crazy, oh, my scale is going to go down 5 kilos within the first 6 weeks, because that is not something that I should want to see, because that I will not be able to maintain it.
Yeah,
so
exactly. 100%.
Building good habits like eating correctly, eating the amount of calories that my body needs, even though I might not be hungry. Learning how to, like, for example, I have moments when I'm not hungry, but because now I know I need to have those calories, I will have a shake, for example, to make up for those calories. So not necessarily I need to stuff myself with food. There are other ways that I can really get those calories in.
Yeah.
I learned about that. I learned about training. I mean, I always knew that training, it is important, but it was, I always thought running it's enough. And I learned that it's not enough. For my body type also, very heavy exercising is not good, because my body type tends um, I get like swelling, and I retain water, and then I'm not functional. So rather moderate type of training, like weight training, and a moderate type of heat. I don't need to do heat 3 times a week or twice a week. Once time a week, it is good enough. So I learned about balancing everything into my life. And really, I think from everybody, it's not only from you, Jerry, it is great, because for other people's experiences and their life journey, because this is a life journey, really, you're getting insights, and find out that you're not alone. It's like there was another lady that had the same kind of issues with kind of retaining water and not feeling that great. And it doesn't feel like, oh my God, it's something wrong with me, or it doesn't work. This, because we tend to think that very easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at the end of the journey, I got to a point where I go like, I'm happy with having my goals, working for my goals. Losing weight, it's important as long as I'm doing a healthy way, but it's not something that I measure myself with. I measure myself in terms of have at the end of the day, have I lived today a healthy lifestyle? Have I drank enough water? Have I eaten my calories? Have I had my major macronutrients? You know, these kind of things. Have I exercised today? If I didn't, I don't beat myself about it, but I make at least like 20 minutes. Okay, I need to do some exercise because I have a job that keeps me to the desk more than 8 hours a day. So, okay, I need to do that because our bodies are not made to sit so long.
Yeah. You touched on one of the live video that I really liked. You touched how this relates to also the same experience you have with stop smoking. Why don't you share that, because that's go way beyond calorie. You talk a lot about strategy, which is good, but this is as much a strategy as is our three big pillar of success. Is one is motivation. You keep the motivation high from the group. And in the meantime, you build habits, right? You talk about habits right now, which I see that you're successfully building. You know the right strategy. How about the mindset? How this shift? Because I really saw progression on you when your live videos. You went a lot live. You got comfortable with it. So how was it that you can relate this to your experience in the past with smoking?
Right. So a few years ago, about 4 years ago, I stopped smoking, and I kind of took it one day at a time. And it was like, today I will not smoke, and I will focus on that, on the day, on the goal of the day. I didn't think I will not smoke for the rest of my life or something like that, because it was too much overwhelming.
Yeah.
I going back to realizing that my weight didn't come in one day, and I'm not going to lose it in one day. I realized that if I say I need to do certain things, like, for example, I like wine. I'm a person that enjoys a glass of wine in the evening and in my mind it was like, okay, wine equals relaxing. It's exactly like it used to be. A cigarette equals relaxing, So I started doing like, okay, today I will not have a glass of wine. Tomorrow, I don't know what will bring, but today I will start my day by promising to myself that I will try to stick to not having a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And I also use an app that is called Momentum. And that app actually helps me putting goals. And every day that I don't falter on the goal, at the end of the day, I put a green tick. And it's so nice to kind of go like 2-3 weeks and you see all green, and it's like a good
Absolutely.
feeling. Like, yeah, you know what? You see, it wasn't that hard. You've done it. But it is almost like not something that I put beforehand. I'm like, that's it. I'm never going to touch wine, because I think that would have been overwhelming for me. Or I say that I will do 3 times a week training. So this is my goal. And I take it easy. I say, okay, today I'm going to make sure that I'm walking. Even though I'm tired and I come from work and I feel like putting my feet up, I promise myself in the morning that I will make a walk. So I'm going to go for a walk. So I changed my mindset in terms of that. I understood that it's a continuous work, and it's not a fight. It's not a fight with yourself. It's not a fight with or trying to impress anyone or trying to tick anything. It's working every day in bettering yourself and seeing how much, if you can just do that one extra day.
Yeah. You just so touched some interesting concept, really, like a lot. I see your progression as even from the last time we talked to now. So that's really, I'm pretty excited about it. So Gabriela, which one was the most helpful part in the program? Was it the group? Was it having a proactive approach with a coach that is not giving you something and then it says goodbye, but is always there? Was it the strategy? What is it that helped you the most? What is the combination of it? What do you think for you?
I think it was a combination of all of them. So the group, it wasn't really for keeping my spirits high, because I kind of, I didn't really get down, because once I made sense that that weight for me wasn't, it is the goal, but it's not what's driving me.
Mm-hmm.
So once I made sense of that, it was like the group was there to enlighten me,
Mm-hmm.
right, through their the ladies' own experiences.
Yeah.
This, I got enlightenment from the group,
Mm-hmm.
from your guidance, a lot of information. I mean, I can say that the information, some of the times I didn't have the time to go through everything and the amount of information that you make available to us, and all the videos and guidelines that you give us and help us. But that was also helpful, because sometimes I'll struggle with things, and you'll post something around mindset or about being positive, or like, hey, you know what, banana is not actually bad for you, but look at the difference between the two of them, a green banana, a more, rubbed banana. And I mean, you don't say one is worse than another, but you say, hey, there are differences, be aware of those. And this kind of settle kind of guidelines really helped, I think, for me at least.
Yeah. We try to go by facts. We don't just say by feelings, how many, you just read everything everywhere, this is bad, this is good. I mean, there is a lot of good and bad things in the world, but there's always about the facts. You always have to know why. If you don't know why, it doesn't make any sense. So lastly, Gabrielle, before we let you go, how would you motivate somebody to take action? There is a lot of people that want to change in life. They want to get better for whatever case might be, not only behind the weight or anything. Some of them, they're really dealing with a lot of pressure, even higher than, like higher wise, than maybe your was. Maybe, like someone, they are depressed, someone they have like a confidence, someone, they have issue with their husbands or something. How would you say to them, it's time to take action, it's time to change? Because this is, as you understand, it's a mindset shift that needs to take place.
Look, for me, first of all, I think the thing, it is almost like with an alcoholic. We need to realize that we have a problem and be open to have a change and to accept a change and not be afraid of the change, because I think most of us are afraid of the change. And once a person recognizes that there is a problem, sometimes the problems might not be nice, and the problem is not the weight, and the problem is not the food. Usually it is the emotional baggage that we carry that gets us to eat in a certain way that it's unhealthy. Being something subconscious, the way we are taught as children in our families, and it's very difficult for us to acknowledge that it was wrong and that our parents actually weren't perfect and they taught us wrongly. And that is very difficult for people to actually say it out loud and accept it, I think. Or even, like you said, deep emotional scars that we're carrying, and we're showing it in food, in alcohol, in cigarettes, in different things that we do. So for me, I always say, if one wants to really change and wants to improve their life holistically, this is a program to follow. And even if they're looking just to change weight, they must be prepared, to lose weight, they must be prepared to accept change at a deeper level than just to see the scale going down, because it's not going to work just with the scale going down, definitely.
Yeah.
I think other can achieve scale going down by starving themselves and doing will go up again. It's a deeper change.
That's what we struggle with all the time. They're happy to see the scale go down, then they look the same way, and it's like why? And it's like you need to look in the bigger picture. Gabriela, this is so valuable. What you your testimony. We have a lot of testimonial. This was one that was very valuable to me because you touch on so many things that is like really behind the scope of of what people see. Like everybody see the strategy. Strategy is only 10%. The rest is all the work that we need to do with it. I'm really glad to see that you are really improving all the time. So thank you so much. I wish you an amazing night and good luck with your journey.
Thank you.